The No Fate channel. The No Fate channel. Checking in. And we got Whiteclaws today. We are going to be doing a full and complete taste testing of 4 Whiteclaws. We're going to do a question and answer, basically in celebration of me hitting 6,000 YouTube subscribers. If you came in, hit the like button, make sure you're subscribed, drop a comment, let me know if the audio is actually okay, because frankly, the last time we did this, it was a complete S show. So tell me if the volume you can hear, and tell me if the volume is good. If you do come to this video after the fact, I know people don't like to watch lives after the fact. I'm going to put timestamps down below so you'll know right where to jump to so you don't have to deal with skipping ahead. Fair enough? Fair enough. So let's get into it. This channel has been forever in the longest time, essentially a video or a channel about me. It is a lifestyle channel. I don't like to call it a lifestyle channel because frankly, I just do the stuff that I'm interested in. I'm a dad. I work out. I like to do obstacle course races, running, do-it-yourself stuff, home repair, everything that comes involved with the dad stuff, gadgets. And in today's episode, apparently drinking White Claws because apparently that's the new dad thing, I guess. And we've come a long way. Over 2 years ago, not even 2 years ago, I was fighting to get 400 subscribers. Now we're at 6,000, and we're just continuing to take off. YouTube loves those, the bigger channels, frankly. The bigger you are, the easier it is. So the bigger I get, hopefully the faster I'll take off. But that's why it is so important that if you do find someone's content interesting, to make sure you give them a like, subscribe, and of course, drop those comments to fight the YouTube algorithm, Cylons. So let's get into it. It is fairly early. I'm not sure how long I'm supposed to wait. It's only like 5:02. So I'm going to go to like 5:05 or 5:10 before we bust open the White Claws. I've never had a White Claw before, and I hear they're delicious. White girls everywhere apparently love them, or people everywhere apparently love them as well. But I got a variety pack, and we are going to try all 4. I have a hard stop at 5:45. We got kids. They got to get baths and dinner and all that kind of good stuff. And frankly, my wife's jumping on the kid grenade right now. So it's up to me to get hammered off of these White Claws and then go take care of the kids. So if you guys have any initial questions, drop them in the comments below. And we're going to give time for a few people to kind of mosey on in. And again, if you haven't already, hit that like button. It is appreciated. So let's go over who I already see in the chat. And again, my chat is delayed. So we get the Gaining Ground, Gigi, thank you. Elliot Rose, Patty O'Kane, Sally Miller, Point Blank Period. Thank you. Listen, thank you all for being a subscriber. It's appreciated. I mean, 6,000 sounds like a lot, but I appreciate every one of you. Making bacon pancakes, T-Grill. Thank you very much. It's going to be a crazy day today. The fact that my audio is going, I'm just pumped. This StreamYard thing is so simple, but I actually have like the good microphone, hopefully like off camera. I don't know what you guys can see, but hopefully nothing bad here. Let's just get into some White Claws. I didn't even know these things existed until I watched the channel like Steve Will Do It, which is like this crazy drinking channel. But he drinks White Claws like crazy. But apparently he does, and everything else under the sun. But apparently this is like the biggest thing. This is gluten-free, 2 carbs, White Claw hard seltzer, or up here it's hard seltzer. But let's go over one of these labels to see what I'm getting myself into. All right, created using our unique BioPure process and only the finest flavors to deliver a surge of pure refreshment on a hand seltzer like no other. White Claw hard seltzer. In terms of ingredients, I think they're all the same. So I'm only going to go over 1 can because me reading the ingredients on 4 cans, boring. We've got 100 calories, 2 carbohydrates coming in the form of sugar, 2 grams of sugar, protein 0. That's actually not too bad. 5% alcohol. So if you can put these down pretty quickly, you can have yourself a good time, as we are going to find out. So the ones in the case are lukewarm. The ones here are ice cold. So we have 4 flavors. We've got natural lime, raspberry, ruby grapefruit, and black cherry. Yeah, right. I see some comments in there. It's all about that hard-earned money, and you guys matter to me. I'll tell you right away. I dropped $14 on this thing, and I would never drop $14 on White Claws if it wasn't for you subscribers. So I'm putting the money where my mouth is when it comes to these fun things. Power Supplements is here for the chaos. I love it. Someone's telling me they aren't very good. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to find out because, I mean, it's like alcohol abuse if we waste them. I mean, look how good that, look at on ice. Look at, I even got, the camera here is horrible here. So apologies for that, but I got them on ice. We're ready to go. We're going to do it in 3 more minutes. We're going to crack the top of the first one and get going. But I want you guys to think of some good questions because I've got some questions here somewhere that people have submitted. And I actually am going to take the questions that are people live first. And then if we run out of time, I'll boom, here we go. I got questions that people submitted. Black cherry is the best. Is that the one I should start with? Point Break period. I've been told by a good authority that these don't give you a hangover. And I think we got to find out because that's one of the reasons I actually stopped drinking for the most part, besides the fact that I'm a dad and I don't really go out. But it's that hangover just kind of ruins the next day. And I'm up early. I got to get it going. I don't like them either, but I don't like beer. So I didn't think I would. Yeah, well, it's okay. So what do you guys want to see the YouTube channel do next? I mean, we got so much stuff already scheduled you guys don't even know about yet, but it's going to be lit. Oh, that's right. The right things say he's never had one or she's never had one, but there's no laws when you're on the claw. Whenever I think of like funny drink sayings, I think of everybody have had a bang energy. The owner is like, he's cuckoo. And his saying is, if you ain't banging, you ain't hanging. It's something crazy. Okay, so finish with the black cherry last. Okay, booty shorts. Oh, okay. I got some short shorts, but I sent you a photo. According to you, my short shorts are not short enough. Listen, I've got to make sure that the airline doesn't lose the luggage at some point. Okay, I do have those Fabletics video I did, which I thought was really fun. I'm working on transitions so people have a little bit more entertainment when they are watching the video. It's 5:07. We're going to dig in. We are going to save the black cherry for last. Boom. Ruby grapefruit. Hopefully the camera's picking this up. I can't tell. Let me know in the comments below if the camera's actually good or worse or if there's any type of lag. I'm always interested. So here we go. Ruby grapefruit. Made pure. Gluten-free. It's going to pop the top. Here we go. Watch your ears. Cheers. Everyone who's home, crack them if you got them. And if not, hydrate. There's not much to it. You get the ruby grapefruit with the seltzer feeling. Very minimal carbonation. Probably like what I would consider low carbonation, but there's not a strong grapefruit. I was expecting like some strong grapefruit, maybe because I've been drinking energy drinks for like the past year and a half because of the V, and I was expecting like this boom big kick of flavor. Let me see. All right, Gaining Ground's going to step away. He's got things to do. Watching me get lit is not one of them. So drop any questions you have below, and then we'll talk about where the channel's heading, and we'll just answer some questions while I finish off this first can. But ruby grapefruit, a solid flavor. If you want something that you could, I mean, this is something you could easily sip socially, no problem whatsoever. I mean, if you wanted to really down it, I guess you could. The only caveat would be like the seltzer, kind of like the carbonation kind of building up. But really, I actually even expected a higher carbonation than what's in here. All right, Elliot Rose. I don't blame you. I'll be honest with you. I like the energy drinks, but it's a slippery slope. Pretty soon, you're like counting the hours down to the next one. It's definitely something to avoid if you can. Yeah, Elliot Rose, White Claws aren't for you. I don't necessarily know if White Claws are for me, but I can see the appeal, at least for the ruby grapefruit. I'm going to give this one, we're going to set the bar at an 8.7. That's right, an 8.7 is where the bar is set because, frankly, this is a drinkable drink. I mean, as long as you don't hate grapefruit, this one's solid, refreshing. Definitely when the summertime comes and the warm weather is here and you want something that's cool, not heavy. I mean, a lot of times when it comes to like the beers and stuff, those the winter ones and the fall ones can really get heavy, and that's a pain, because especially if you're going to be doing like some day drinking, you want something that's light that you can kind of drink one every like 30 minutes and just keep it rolling, keep that party train rolling, because I have it on good authority that these don't give you a hangover, especially if you don't stop drinking them. All right, before I crack the next one, let's go through some of these questions here, blindfolded. I wrote them down. So these are my questions from Instagram. I put up an Instagram account so people can kind of submit questions, because obviously some people can't make them. Do they still make alcohol energy drinks called Spark? Anthony Hernandez, I have no idea. I've never heard of it, but I mean, I'm sure they probably do. I mean, somewhere they probably have some place that puts in like a sparkling energy drink with like an alcohol content in there. You probably have to go into like a liquor store or a packy and really kind of search through to get that specialty item. That's right. Yeah. Hit the making bacon pancakes is right. Hit the like button. Come on. It's there. You know where it is. Hit the subscribe button. You didn't miss out on the subscribe button either. If you haven't hit it, hit that now. Okay. What's in store for 7K? Trust the legend. Well, I just hit 6K and we are moving on to 7K. Believe it or not, I'm already at like 6,100, but we're moving on quick to 7K. So what in between 6 and 7K, we got a lot of stuff going on. Number one, hopefully you can see behind me, I got a GoPro Hero 5, GoPro Hero 9. And what I'm excited about that camera, even though I'm not necessarily a big person that you need to have like the best and latest, greatest camera, since I've been making videos, I have never had a camera that I could actually see myself. Like a lot of the vloggers can actually see themselves on the camera. To this day, I've never had one of those cameras. I've always... Yeah, the carbonation's kicking in now. I'm going to try to hold off the burps from the microphone. So up until this point, I've never had a camera that I could actually see myself filming, because the like even on my phone, it's better to flip it around to get the better quality camera. And I'm always trying to improve the quality of the channel on a budget. So I splurged and got the GoPro Hero 9. It's the first GoPro with a front-facing camera, which means I can actually see myself, and I plan to take it on the road. If you've been watching my Instagram and Facebook posts and stuff, you'll see that it's all about going on the road. We've been in this fortress of solitude for so long, and the country's opening back up, thankfully, and everyone's trying to be as safe as they can. But it's time. The warm weather is here. I want to get out of this place. I want to take you along for this journey, whether it's outside in my front yard, whether we're going out. We're going to do some tours. We're going to do beer tastings, obstacle course races, races, anything to get out of here and have some fun. Yeah, my Instagram everything's the same name. Apparently no one else wants my tagline, No Fate 24/7. Instagram, Twitter. I'm on Twitter. You got it right. I'm on Twitter. I never really post anything on there. It's so kind of chaotic. And TikTok. Yes, you didn't realize that the No Fate 24/7 channel was on TikTok. Why am I on TikTok? I didn't want any one of those millennials stealing my tagline of No Fate 24/7. So I'm on TikTok, and they actually have a pretty good platform. I can actually see very easily why it's so successful and so addictive, but not necessarily the place for me. But I do try to post some fun stuff on there just so people don't steal my social media stuff. I'm from Northern Ireland, Faye Jonesy says, and we have an alcohol energy drink called Dragon Soup. That stuff will ruin your life, but tastes incredible if you can ever try one. Well, I don't know if I want something that ruins my life. Northern Ireland, cheers. I was in Southern Ireland a number of years ago. I was in Cork. I was in County Cork. I kissed the Blarney Stone, probably after someone peed on it. And I did all that fun stuff down there. Ireland is a really, really cool place. I will say, though, every bar I went into in Ireland was like the worst dungy bar you'd ever find around here. Like every kind of like gutter bar was like every bar in Ireland. It was so weird to walk into even some of the nicer bars, and it was just, But I guess that's their thing. And most of their drinks were not cold. And they got mad at me when I asked for ketchup. Go figure. But, an American in Ireland, right? What could go wrong? All right, we're almost down to the last one. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments below. But just to wrap it up, we're going to head out as far as go on the road. We got a new series, Murph, which is a Memorial Day hero workout in honor of Navy Lieutenant Michael Murphy. It's a CrossFit workout, and we're going to be doing that as well. Yeah, Twitter's a dumpster fire is right. Is an absolute dumpster fire. I try to stay away from there. I just post stuff. Frankly, I got nothing important to say that people even want to hear, and I'm not about to go on there and complain. Anthony, no TikTok and Insta. I'm considered a millennial. Well, I'll be honest with you. I probably wouldn't have most of those if I didn't have the YouTube channel. I would probably have it, but wouldn't post anything. I do have fun with it. Maybe a little bit less with the TikTok than the Instagram. I do have fun with it, but it's more of like a necessary evil with the YouTube channel trying to help people. Oh, point blank period. Thank you so much. Thank you. Listen, here's to you. Here's to you because you're paying for these Whiteclaws, and I appreciate that. T-Grill, my you want to go to Ireland? It's a beautiful place to go. I will say I went there a number of years ago, and this is probably going back, man, close to a decade. We'll just say a decade, just to be on the side of things. They were really advanced for like their solar and their renewable energy sources. Their roads are so small. At least it was when I was there. But it was a great place. The accents are cool, really clean. They did a really good job even 10 years ago with recycling and renewable energy. I was very, very impressed with a lot of that stuff. Their bars, you could work on it, but overall, okay, we're done with one. That got an 8. I say 8.5 or 8.7. We'll find out post. I'm burping like crazy. We got raspberry. Oh, excuse me. Apologize in advance for the burps. Normally, if this was like a video that I edited, I would like edit that out so you don't have to deal with it. But here we go. Raspberry. Again, same 100 calories. I can absolutely see why people love these things. On the side of that's it. Happy 6K to all of you. To you, because you stuck with me. There's so many of my friends. I mean, I'll be honest with you. When I was at 300 subscribers, I had thoughts of just stopping. I was going to stop, and I had my wife and I had a few friends that were the only ones watching the videos that were like, "Listen, just stick with it. Just keep pushing. And it's really taken off. Okay, raspberry is my go-to flavor. Says Supplement Throwdown. Here we go. Cheers, Supplement Throwdown. Okay, now we're talking. Raspberry's better than the grapefruit. Raspberry has more of a kick, more of a flavor, where the grapefruit was very you could tell it was grapefruit, but it wasn't powerful. This one's got a bit more bite to it. Okay, we're going to go. Let me give another sip here. Hold on. We're going to go 8.9. We're ranking. This one is definitely one. You go into a barbecue, you're going to kill like 6 or 7 of these. Okay, how many are in the box? Let's see. We got a rack of 12. So it's 4 flavors, 3 apiece, 12 total. I carbonated milk in a soda stream once. William Smallwood. That does not sound pleasant. You Jersey boys, I'll tell you straight away, you're weird. You're wicked weird down there. And I don't know what is going on in Jersey. But apparently it's the home for weird people and supplement companies. Because I know 10 supplement companies based in Jersey, but only a few good ones. Cheers to Jersey. 8.9. That is solid. Okay, I got another. If you guys have questions, by the way, drop them down below because I got these ones that people submitted. But people don't like to. I mean, it's weird. I'll see on my Instagram that 100, 200, sometimes 400 people have seen my story feed, and I'll get no questions. It's the weirdest thing. I guess it's just not good enough for people to question, or people just kind of scrolling through. Boom, we're going with pink. That's not even a question at all. That's a future video. Secret. Can't show you that one. All right, here we go. Smalls to the Wall commented, add a flavor to Whiteclaw. Boom. Which flavor would I add? I'll be completely honest. I have no idea all of the Whiteclaw flavors. I'm not that deep into the rabbit hole of Whiteclaw, but based off of these 4, we'll exclude these 4. If I had to add a flavor, it would be probably a coconut pineapple. Now, I know people have a love-hate relationship with coconut. I have a love relationship with coconut. I would go coconut pineapple. And again, keeping with that barbecue pineapple theme, white girl Wednesday theme, whatever. I don't even know. Like, listen, coconut pineapple would be crazy. People would be drinking it like crazy. I mean, do you go wrong with coconut pineapple? No. It's going to fall right in line with all their other flavors that are very like, get that fruity, citrusy idea. Be a lot cooler if there was some PBR. Listen, Pabst Blue Ribbon is a quality drink, Eric, and I could have drank PBRs, but it wouldn't really be original because I've had PBRs before. Never had a Whiteclaw. Well, let's see. Who's Patty O'Kane, a Jersey girl? Okay. All right. Well, I feel for you. You're down in Jersey. The slim pickings on the guys. But but in terms of just wrapping up, in terms of like 7K, we're doing a lot of stuff. And I'll be honest with you. I love getting ideas from subscribers. So if you have an idea for a video, drop it in the comments or any comment. Just say, hey, make a video on this. And if it's usually I will get around to it. One person wanted a video on like my squat stand in my home gym of all things. And no one else wanted it. He wanted it. I figured let's just make it for him. He's been around for a while. Why not, right? So I did a video for that, just for that one subscriber. So if you've got video ideas on stuff you want to see, please, please, please just email me. Email nofate247@gmail.com. Oh, that carbonation definitely hits you. Email nofate247@gmail.com. Everything is nofate247. TikTok, Grindr, Tinder, all of them. Toe, you remember when I hit 3K? It's been quick, right? We've just been rolling. Where we say, yeah, you're from New York, where they say coffee. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to step away just to shut the door because my daughter's crying. And listen, Daddy's too drunk to take care of her. Yeah, Grindr. Elliot Rose got that joke, right? Right. I did that joke one time. One of my buddies was like, hey, that's a website for this and that. I'm like, that was the joke. I'm feeling that 5%. Maybe I shouldn't have started drinking on an empty stomach, but I'm feeling that 5%. This is how people get hammered because they taste so good. They taste like it's just a fruity raspberry. You just drink them. The only issue with these, to my extent, is the carbonation. Like if you drank soda too quickly, you're going to get a lot of burps. But overall, they're still very, very light. Super, super good. Elliot Rose got me. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, drop questions below because I got like one more question down here, I think. Yeah. I got one more question. Does it make you tipsy? I can feel it up in the face. Like my face is getting warm. I think watching this back, you'll see probably a good transition from like minute 0 to minute 45. Because I'm feeling it, probably because of the speed that I'm drinking it. So let's finish this, and I'll take one more question, and then we'll go on to the next one. So if you've got a question before I answer this one, drop it in the comments below. Yeah, I mean, these things were made for like cookouts. They were made for hot weather because it's still like on the verge of spring weather. We're going to be hitting like a high of 80 tomorrow, which is really, really good, but we're close. I'm going to be saving the rest of these for the next cookout. Yeah. Daddy's having his me time. Thankfully, again, shout out to my awesome wife. She's jumping in that kid grenade. How long are you going to last? Okay, Elliot Rose, I'm lasting for 2 more ice cold White Claws. Now, Black Cherry is the one I promised to save until the end. I might not even remember how this one tastes, so you might have to tell me how it tastes afterwards. The next one up is going to be natural lime. Now, I don't know why you would call it natural lime. Is there an unnatural lime? I'm always curious. Drop your questions below. I'm going to answer this one because no one dropped a question below. Oh, here we go. For flavored alcohol, what's your top few? Energy drink wise, what's your favorite brands? Okay, so good question making bacon pancakes. For flavored alcohol, those vodkas, those flavored vodkas, I'm trying to think of the company. All like the different companies make a flavored vodka. But some of them are like the dragon fruit flavored vodka. You mix that with Sprite. Oh, that is dangerous. Danger, Will Robinson. And anyone watch that show on Netflix, the Lost in Space remake, the reboot? That's a quality show. But yeah, flavored vodkas is the dragon fruit on Smirnoff dragon fruit. Killer. Any of the flavored vodkas, I will tell you a funny story. You guys want to hear a funny story? All right. Only because I've had two. When I was in college, I don't want to tell you how many years ago, I went to one of the local bars, and it was like a pool hall bar, darts, ping pong, all that stuff. And it was like a small bar area, but they did a lot of drinking. And so that bartender's like, "What do you want?" And I said, "Well, like, what's really strong?" Now, this is as a dumb college kid, that's just a really stupid statement. But I said, "What's really strong?" He says, "I'll make you a diploma." Now, again, as a dumb college kid, I just said, "Sure, sounds great." I should have asked what's in it. Didn't tell me what's in it, but I saw him mix it. He literally took a picture like a rack of like all your alcohols, right? And one of the sections was all of these flavored vodka alcohols. Must have been like 4 or 5. So he takes all like in one hand, right? Like each one between the finger, and just turns them upside down. Okay, I'm not even kidding you. And then he spritzed like the top with whatever. I don't know if it was seltzer or Sprite, and then he stirs it, right? Mixes it up in like the whole like cocktail type of vibe. It tasted so good. And it was just like all those flavored vodkas mixed in. It tasted so good. I was gone by the time I got to the bottom of that thing. Absolutely gone. I think I was throwing darts at the wall. I don't know what was going on, but I was gone. But that was called a diploma. I'm just going to go through the comments sections real quick. Any good products for energy for a workout that don't make you jittery? Okay, so Power Supplements is probably one of my favorite pre-workouts for like your beginner. Okay, and don't take that as a bad thing. They have a product. It's called it's a peach pre-workout. It's a peach flavor. It's peach tea. Delicious. Once it hits the lips, it is ridiculously delicious, and it's so good because it's like gives you that energy you need, but it's clean. It's not like stim high energy. There's no drop off. There's no shakes. There's no weird ingredients in there. It's just a few simple ingredients that get the job done, and it's like a cup of coffee and a half. I got to finish this video quick. I'm getting loopy. So Power Supplements, yeah, I don't know if I have a coupon code or whatever, but there's coupon codes out there. Power Supplements, Peach Mango is legit. I got a bottle of that, and I was loving it. And it does the job in the gym, too, because it gives you the right amount of energy to get the job done without giving you a heart attack, because you're going to be working out in the gym anyway. Your heart rate's going to be up anyway. Making bacon pancakes, dragon fruit. Why do I feel that it's Ciroc flavor? Smirnoff vanilla or green apple are mine. I've heard Smirnoff vanilla with, I think, like a pumpkin beer. Something along those lines tastes really delicious. Haven't tried it. Okay, I bet my behind that dark cherry is going to taste like Robitussin. I'm hoping not. I want to end on a high note, and someone told me dark cherry, so we're going to stick with dark cherry. But the good news is dark cherry, I'm going to be so gone. If it tastes bad, it just tastes bad. Here we go. So let's get the button. Yeah, rain for my cardio. As far as energy drinks, the Ghost energy drinks are solid. The C4 Smart energy drinks are also really good. They do a good job of putting natural caffeine in. They put in like 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is more than enough. They don't have to go crazy with the caffeine. And it's just the flavors are good. The flavors are really good. The Tropical Mango and Ghost is legit. C4 Smart Energy, all of them have been really good, but it's like that sweet spot of energy where you feel energetic, but you don't feel like stimmed. And the ingredients panel is pretty good. Sometimes they'll put like, some of them put in like weird ingredients that are like pre-workout ingredients. It's like, why bother? William Smallwood, that's my company, fingers crossed. Yeah, you Jersey boys. There's only a few good companies in Jersey making supplements. Power Rush Supplements is one that I stand by. They're not just like a cookie cutter company. They're smart about what they're doing in the right ways, not just in the selling you stuff ways, but in putting good quality products together. As soon as I get their products in, I use them all up. I feel bad, but I just do. Yeah. Let me just read these. Anthony Hernandez, I am not doing the whole box of claws. I'm 2 in on an empty stomach, and we're lucky if I get to the 4th one, okay? A whole 12 claws. You're crazy. This is not some, like, shotgunning thing we're going to be doing. I got rug underneath me. I'm not in, like, a kitchen where I can shotgun these. Here we go. We've got natural lime as opposed to fake lime. Completely different. Not as good as raspberry. The flavor, again, it's a mellow flavor. You definitely get straight lime flavor. Definitely that low carbonation, which I can see is probably better than high carbonation, although these add up. William Smallwood, claws to the walls. Yeah, man. We're getting lit here on a Sunday night because Sunday fun day. As far as ranking, it's right around where the grapefruit was. It's good. I can see why people drink it a ton. I could see if you were going to like mix this, like split one of these cans with like maybe something else, you could really get some good drinks in here. That carbonation is like the only downside to these things. 8.3. It's actually below the grapefruit just because it's like a straight lime. I honestly want to mix it with like something stronger, like and make like a little cocktail out of it and sip it. Elliot Rose, we're not vomiting. Okay, some of us went to college and drank way more than we should have in all sorts of types of situations. This is just hitting me hard because I haven't drank in like a year and a half and I'm on an empty stomach. But listen, we're going to be right as rain in like 2 hours. I'll be fine. By the time my head hits the pillow, I'll be good as gold because I've been told zero hangover. And maybe I should make a video on that after the fact. Here we go. Let's finish up this can and move on to the next. If you got any questions, drop them down below. Yeah, William Smallwood, $10 if I puke. That's great. Thank you very much. Yeah, not going to throw up anytime soon. There's nothing in my stomach to throw up. And frankly, 4 of these is not a big deal. I'm actually drinking them quite quickly. Obviously, if we were in a party situation, a social environment, there'd be a bit more back and forth with me just talking to myself. So I got one more question from the interwebs, from the dark web, from Instagram, where all things are amazing. All right. Whiteclaw needs to change their tall boys to claw boys, from smalls to the wall. Absolutely. I mean, you can't just have like a generic tall boy. You need to give it a special name that ties in with your brand. Apparently, they haven't read, 100 Laws of Marketing, like the Refutable, whatever that book is. Whiteclaw. I mean, these things sell themselves. I mean, like, I can see why white girls like this stuff because you could drink this stuff for days and it's almost like a soda. Definitely made for like the spring, summertime, outdoor type festivals. Definitely dangerous. I mean, I could see myself putting these 4 down in 45 minutes without trying. Like, obviously, I'm trying to get these things done by the end of our 45-minute time cap. But I can see why these could be dangerous. The eyes are glazed over here. Have you guys had White Claws before? Drop them in the comments below. Do people really care about gluten in their drinks? Apparently people do. Apparently everyone around the world who's gluten-free likes to also get tipsy. All right. Comment in the comments, favorite drinking song, okay? Spiked sparkling water with a hint of natural lime. Yeah, the lime flavor in here is just too gradual. It's one of those things like you feel like you're just drinking like a flavored water. Alstorm drink. I have a favorite drinking song. That's great. I haven't even heard of that one. I mean, I don't know if I have a favorite drinking song. I'm trying to think like Halfway Home. All right. Okay. If you ever been, I went to college in Amherst, Massachusetts. And if you've ever been to any bar at Amherst, Massachusetts when they close, or not when they close, close to closing time, which in Massachusetts is 2 a.m. I know like Jersey and New York have different times. They always sing like halfway there, whoa, living on a prayer. You guys get the song. Every time that song comes on, the radio, it doesn't matter. The iPod, my kids want to hear it because we're trying to get them to eat the rest of their breakfast. Brings me right back to the bars in Amherst, Massachusetts. And when the bars closed in Amherst, Massachusetts, it then became Club Sidewalk. Sad or only happy drinking songs. We're celebrating 6,000 subscribers. Only happy drinking songs. Keep your sad drinking songs to yourself. Alabama song. I haven't even heard that one. I maybe I probably have heard it and just don't know the name. I have a coworker that swears by Whiteclaws. Funny thing is, she's a white girl also. Well, listen, apparently these are the drink of white girls across America. Not identifying specifically as a white girl today, I can't preach to that, but I could see if I did identify as a white girl, this would be my drink. I know William Smallwood. Bon Jovi is from Jersey. We don't hold that against him, okay? So is Apollo Nutrition, and I love those guys, right? But again, we don't hold all the bad things against Jersey, just some of the weird guys down there. All right, Faye Jonesy, she's from the UK. Jonesy, I don't know if you saw my video on Wrecked Extreme. It's a pre-workout video, but it was all about UK slang. And I know those guys over in the UK, they actually developed Wrecked Extreme pre-workout. And I'm always curious on the UK slang and like all of the like terms that are like big over there that we're just like. So if you haven't seen that video, check in and let me know your favorite UK slang. Langine's Ball is Surfer Rosa, crazy Irish folk songs. Okay. I'm trying to think of the song, like the drinking songs, like Whiskey on the Barrel or Whiskey in the Jar, like all those Irish drinking songs that just make you just hear and enjoy. Yeah, Isotope, shots. That song, that Shots song, reminds me of my friend who always used to vacation in Cancun. He was like a single, like 50-year-old bachelor, and he would go down there and he would just do shots like all day long because it's all you can. It's like, open bar, all you can drink, which is nuts. And frankly, I was like, you're 50 going to Cancun. I mean, like, what's the deal? But he just would do shots all day long, and he would come back from Cancun, and he was like, the song that they always played down there was shots. Like in the North, we call food scan. In the South, England wouldn't know what that is. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Even like, so we talk about accents. We're talking currently, if you're not following along, we're talking about UK accents and all the slang that they have. Like instead of a carriage for a baby, they call it a tram, and like, Bob's your uncle and putting the scores on the doors and legend and all these other kind of terms they have. Here in Boston, obviously, we have our own accent. And if I went to like Texas, they would think they wouldn't be able to understand some of the stuff that I say, but clearly it'd be a bit better than if I went to the UK. But even across America, there's different slang and term. Like I'll call soda Coke because we're so familiar with the trade name of Coke. But a lot of places, especially in the South, they call it pop because they're weird like that. I don't know what's wrong with Jersey. I don't know. I mean, Jersey here in the country is just that place where you put like all that stuff that you don't like, your trash, your filth. Like if you were going to give America an enema, you'd probably put the hose in Jersey, right? Wow, I'm getting hammered. We're getting down to the wire. I got 5 minutes to get to this last one because there is a hard stop at 4:45. Here we go. Black cherry. Don't fail me now. Oh, Silvana G is coming in when I am lit. So I've had 36 ounces of ice cold White Claws so far. We're going to go 12 more. And each one of those is 5% alcohol. So I'm equating that to like a light beer. But, you know, three in 39 minutes. That's a pretty good rate for me on an empty stomach. Okay, in Liverpool, we say Adawaki for old. That's an old gem, Adawaki. The UK ones get me. The UK ones get me good. Like one of the ones in the UK is called Take the Piss. It's not take a piss, it's take the piss. So apparently if you're making fun of somebody, if you're like egging them on, making fun of, they would say like, are you taking the piss, right, on me? Something like that. I'm sure I'm killing that slang, but every time I hear it, it gets me. It gets me good. It's going to take Elliot Rose. I hope this better not taste like Robitussin because we're going to be hard pressed to finish this in the 5 minutes that we have. If you got any questions that you want answered, let me know. Pronounced Antwaki for the old Antwaki. You UK blokes have some seriously fun accent stuff here. We don't have any cool sayings here in Boston. We got wicked, which I just kind of say without thinking about it, but like, you know, wicked. And then we got we don't really pronounce like AR, we pronounce like AH, like ka. Here we go. Robitussin, also known as black cherry. High score right now is 8.9 with the raspberry, which came out with the strongest flavor. Cheers, big ears. Making bacon pancakes. Also, we call everyone wankers. Both lovable and an insult. Yeah, wankers is one that I've heard before. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other one, but wankers, that one's kind of like, it's weird. Like when I say it, it sounds weird, like I'm forcing it out. But when the UK folks say it, they know exactly how to pronounce it. Black cherry, not bad. Okay. Doesn't taste like Robitussin. Thank the Lord. It reminds me of like a cherry gumdrop. Like you ever have like a cherry gumdrop, like a cherry like sucker gumdrop? Not the start of it, not the end of it, that middle point where you get a little bit of cherry, but it's like, yeah, it's not great. It's not like amazing. Excuse me. Garage Gym Homie coming in. Garage Gym Homie, you're late to the party. We are on 4 of 4 White Claws. And I'm trying to describe the flavor of this black cherry. So it tastes like cherry. I don't know where the black comes from, but very much like the other ones, the flavor just doesn't kick off. It doesn't really like set off. I can see why people can drink these for days because there's not much to them aside from the seltzer. Savannah G over in Germany, where she rocks the No Fate 24/7 sticker. Love Savannah G. Hit that like button. She's not kidding. If you came into the chat, hit the like button. Garage Gym Homie, I'm an alcoholic, bro. I know you are, buddy. It's okay. We drink your water, hydrate. Yeah. Garage Gym Homie, back in the day, I would have gotten arrested with you. Hopefully those days are behind us both. Hopefully. I'm just doing this for 6,000 subscribers. It was the easiest way for me to do 6,000 subscribers. And if people enjoy it, if people give this video a like, hopefully when we hit 7,000, which is right around the corner, believe it or not, we'll do it again with a different drink of choice. I don't know. Maybe we've kind of cleared white girl drinks out for now. We can move on to better drinks. Score-wise, we're going down the chain, man. This is going to be like an 8-2. It just, I'm not like an overly cherry fan. It reminds me of like if you ever had a cherry Coke and then like you finish the cherry Coke and then the ice melts and there's still some like flavoring at the bottom where like the ice melts and you've got some of like the flavoring of that cherry Coke. That's what it tastes like. Not impressive, not great. It's not bad. I mean, if I was out at a barbecue and someone handed me one of these and it was like a hot day, like, you got the sun, you got to wear the hat and the sunglasses, I'd drink it, no complaints. 8-1, and that's being generous because I am 4 White Claws in. Do cocktails in a can. They're peak white girl. I never even see. This is a whole different world of opening up to me. Like the curtain is parting, and I'm seeing all these white girl drinks that I've never even knew existed. Because back in my day, when in college, you would just get like pregame with shots, then you'd go out and drink like beers to make it last longer. I don't know. Cheers to everyone who stayed to the end. We got 28 people watching, and you are all 28 legends. Desire 2123. I've heard that saying before, and it's catching on. There ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. I can see why some people get into some serious trouble, some danger when it comes to this. And frankly, I could see myself getting arrested if I was out like doing these all day long, if I was killing this 12-pack. The room is slightly spinning, and reading your quotes is getting harder and harder, which is why I'm glad we're nearing the end. If you have questions, drop them in the comments below. For anyone who skipped to the end to try to see if anything cool happened, you missed a whole lot. I will put timestamps because your time almost worth as much as my time. I'll put timestamps as a top comment, and I'll put timestamps in the description as well so that you can just skip around to see how we rated these White Claws and skip around basically to see the transition from sober to hammered, all in 45 minutes. Good looking out in the Hero Lean video. I bought it and loved it. Devon Flake. Yeah, man, that was a solid one. It's just the question becomes like, how strong is too strong? And I am on like the other side where most people are. I'm on the like less is more. I'm on the like power rush pre-workout, which is like a beginner pre-workout to just kind of wake me up, get me going, get me to the gym. And I know so many people love that like more is more mentality of like, my face is melted. I need to have like the shakes and the sweats before I get into the gym. Hero Lean, if you are looking to lose weight, there's no way you take that stuff and stay the same weight. Your body is going to just melt, whether you want it to or not. Next pre-review, Anthony Hernandez, Specimen. I only say that because I know it is scheduled for Monday or Tuesday of this week. So Specimen version 2. Big fan of Glaxon.com. Overall, they're not doing everything right, but they're improving, and they are led by Joey Savage, probably the top chemist in the game in terms of creating some really cool, awesome lineup of ingredients that is not cookie cutter. T-Grill, I'm a legend. You are all legends. We got 26 people watching. We went 2 minutes over, and I'm going to stay till I finish this so you guys know that I'm not like dumping this thing out because we do honest reviews on this channel. There's no smoke and mirrors. There's no sizzle. I only give you the steak on this channel. I promise to do all 4. We're going to do all 4. Even though Black Cherry was not the best, I'm feeling good. Okay, thankfully it's not the best, but it's not horrible either. We don't have much of a choice for weak beer, not in comparison. Surfer Rosa. Yeah, I mean, I could do beer reviews. I've done beer reviews in the past with some of my friends to kind of like break up some of the content and just have fun with it. It's really hard to do a beer review. I mean, the fun part about the beer review is getting lit, getting hammered, because it becomes like off the rails at the end. But then they become too long. So you've got to kind of edit out some of the funner stuff. All right, this channel is ending quickly. So if you've got questions, you better drop them below. Here we go. We got a lot of fun stuff. If you guys even knew half of the stuff we were going to be reviewing, I'll be honest with you, you'd be impressed. But 7K is going to be here around the clock. So I want you, if you haven't already, comment below the next drinking video that I should do. Because 7K, I think this was so much fun, we might do it again. You should try Creek. It's Dutch fruit beer. Amazing. You can get sour and sweet versions. That sounds pretty good. Trying to think which beer I did in Ireland. It was I'm too drunk to remember, but it wasn't an Irish beer, believe it or not. When I went to Ireland, I don't know if it was a German beer. It's hard to find here in the States, but they had it everywhere. Carlsberg. Boom. Not that drunk. Carlsberg is over in the UK, but it's not a UK beer. I love that stuff. You can't get it here in the States unless you find some like weird packy that has it. And even then, usually it's like old, it's been sitting around forever. Which one did I like the best? Raspberry, largely because it had the most flavor to it. All of these really don't have much flavor. And I think that's probably why I think the chicks like it, because like you drink it, it's not heavy, it's super light. Aside from the burps, it's a legit product. I mean, the only negative side of this is the burps. And I would imagine if I was sipping rather than guzzling to get us in on the time cap, it wouldn't even be as bad burp-wise. Carlsberg is great. Also, Carling. Okay. Best flavored Strongbow is the best. Oh, but flavored Strongbow is the best. Yeah. So while I'm finishing this up, I'll tell you another Ireland story, okay? I got a million of those Ireland stories. So I went to this legit bar that was like smaller than a closet. Some 80-year-old guy was pouring pints of Guinness behind the bar. And apparently he'd been doing it since he was like 15 years old because he was like the world's oldest, whatever, bar man. So I'm drinking as I am now, and it's okay. It's time to pop the top, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm like, where's the restroom? Where's the bathroom? Oh, it's out there. Just take that right. So I go down the hall, and it's a small place, so it's not even a hall. It's like in and to the right. Next thing I'm outside. It was the most sketchy bathroom. They literally had you just peeing outside against a wall. This is Ireland for you, but that bar was packed. It wasn't like this was some sketchy, weird hole-in-the-wall bar. That bar was packed. That was like a nightly thing for them. We're almost done here. We want a Garage Gym Homie and a No Fate collab for sure. Two of my favorite YouTubers, Anthony Hernandez, Garage Gym Homie is the man. And I'm going to tell you why that is tough, but doable. So collabs are really tough. I've done a number of collabs. They don't work well remote. They're doable remote, but they're a ton of work, and they don't just come off very well because of that delay. The best collabs are in person. Garage Gym Homie did one with Opperman Fitness, my main man, Jerry rigged, and it was amazing. They did like 10 videos all in one weekend. And it's just great because you get the back and forth banter. They're all in the same spot. Now that like the V is kind of dying down, people are getting more vaccinated. Anyone that comes to Boston, I'm taking the day off of work. We'll make like 1 million videos. I would be glad to do collabs. The only problem is, again, if you're trying to do it over Skype, it's so annoying. The quality comes down a lot because you have to share the videos, and you can't do like 4K. You've got to do like 720, and the audio never matches up. It's a mess. The collabs need to be done right. It's doable. You just got to do them right. And Garage Gym Homie, I'll do collabs with you. I got a good suggestion. I'll send you like 10 random questions. You send me 10 random questions. We'll answer them. 10 minutes, 10 questions, a minute a question. Boom. There's your collab, okay? So there's your collab. We won't be on the same screen, but we'll be answering each other's questions. We'll have a ball. There's the collab. You come to Boston, we will do like 20 videos in a weekend. No lie. This one's running out. If you guys got questions, you better post it. We're running over here. Garage Gym Homie thinks that he's not big enough for me. He gets more views than I do. My videos get like 100 views every like a day or 2 days of posting. My video gets 100 views. His get like 300 or 400. He thinks I'm not big enough for him. Dude's looking ripped, lean. He looks like he's going to be on the cover of Muscle and Fitness or Flex magazine. He's too big for me, but the reality is, if you've ever seen the collabs I did with Opperman Fitness or even the Review Bros back in the day, they're too big for me now. But back in the day, I did collabs with them, and they took a ton of time. They took hours upon hours to make the video, send them their version, and back and forth, and they didn't come out very well. All right, they were fun. They were super fun to do, but they just didn't come out very well. To do a collab, you've got to be in person, or you've got to have like a good angle to kind of make it effective. So I'll do a collab with you, Garage Gym Homie. I'll send you 10 legit, serious questions. You answer on your computer. Get that video done, no problem. But the questions will be like thoughtful questions because I got some gems for you. You send me 10, and I'll answer them as well. Garage Gym Homie, that Jurassic Park. Okay. Garage Gym Homie brings up a good issue. That Jurassic Park video has almost 100,000 videos. And I made that thing like in a minute. All my videos that I take a lot of time with don't come out well. I made that video in a minute, and it was just an effective video because I gave my honest opinion of an experience. And the only reason that video took off is because that company started off here in Massachusetts when the V was big and you couldn't do anything outdoors. So we took our kids to like a drive-in, Jurassic Park, whatever. I had a horrible time, but my kids loved it because they were able to get out of the car seat. They were able to like unbuckle, and they just loved it. That video took off almost 100,000 views. Don't know why. It was just informative. It was effective. People liked it. That's why it's a big video. But per video, Garage Gym Homie gets more views. Anyway, long story short, we came to the end. 4 White Claws, 48 ounces of alcohol at 5% alcohol. And my favorite, for just as a wrap-up, was the raspberry. My least favorite as a wrap-up was the black cherry. It did not taste like Robitussin, but it wasn't that good overall. Do I recommend the variety pack? Absolutely, man. If you got a hot party coming out, you want to bring all the white girls to your party, get the variety pack. There is actually some good value in the variety pack because now that we have them on hand, I could see myself using them in the future. But overall, obviously, if you get the variety pack, you're going to have your favorite and your least favorite. I'm completely in the bag right now. I need to sober up before I tuck my kids in. Hopefully you found this video informative. Hopefully you gave this video a like. It went over. Sorry, not sorry. I will put timestamps down below. If you came this far in the video, thank you for watching. And as usual, don't save anything for the trip back. You guys are absolute legends. If no one's told you today, absolute legends.